Howdy guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to another video of Mutiny Pirate Survival. How are we doing? Hope you guys are well. So, we are continuing our clear out of the standard islands that you'll find in Mutiny, and I'm basically just going to walk through and basically give you my impressions on how I would clear out the said zone with the, I guess, zone correctness of what type of clothing, weaponry and heals that you can obtain during your time in the standard zones without having to go to the north or to the south. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. So we're actually going to hit up the Pirates Camp 1. So if you guys haven't seen the previous videos, I will definitely have something in the card sections throughout the videos. I'll have the playlist and some of the previous videos that I've done, but we've covered off pretty much everything from the green to the yellow zones, and finally we're going to be heading over to the Pirates Camp. And there's also going to be a bonus island that we haven't covered just yet, but let's go ahead and do the Pirates Camp today. Okay, so we've got our fella over here. He is going to give us a mission. We got to kill the thugs, burn the pirate flags, defeat the smuggler, and we're going to return back to the scout. So we're going to be definitely doing that with us today. Now, if you want, you can, if you've got enough spirit though, you can take the large ocelot with you, but we're not going to do that just yet. So let's go ahead and see if we can kill out these fellas here before he comes and hits me. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some basic weapons with me that I feel that I can utilize throughout the this zone here. So in this instance here, we should be able to take out this thug quite easily. Minimal damage, of course. Let's not take that. I don't want to take any of that with me, but we'll take some heals along with us, and we need to burn some of these pirate flags, which we're about to do. So let's just quickly take out this fella here. There we go. And I don't think he actually hit me, which was very nice, so that's good. Okay, so Bounty Hunter is next. And let's just switch to that. Whoop, he got me once, unfortunately. And what I find with some of these fellas here, they tend to wield two different weapons. So you've got a gun, and then you've got a melee weapon. More like a sword, if anything, by the looks of things. So if he comes up close to you, at least you get the opportunity to run back a little bit, wait for your weapon to reload or whatever it is, and then from there you'll be able to take out the guy. So with minimal damage towards you. So see if we can try and take these fellas out. And obviously with these guys with the hammer, they're going to be a little bit easier to deal with, so we can sort of pick them off as well. So the idea with this is we're trying to pick off these guys without arousing suspicion, and basically falling into a situation where we've got multiple of these fellas here trying to take us out, and that's basically it. But unfortunately, we're not doing the best of jobs right now, but you get the idea. Alright, so we should be able to take him out once more. There we go. What did you drop? You dropped nothing that I was interested in. But we're making our way through. Finally breached the gate, so to speak. Okay, so let's just do a bit of a hit on you. Alright, let's get you to follow me. And you should go ahead close combat, which you've just seen a couple of times over. Alright, so I don't know why. I sort of tried to sneak along, and he was I don't know, I got his attention somehow. Fairly weird, but that's okay. Let's see if we can try and continue and... Okay, let's just bring him out. Oops. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, as I moved away, he tried to attack me again with the gun, but he wasn't successful. So let's see if we can just maneuver ourselves around here. Got a bit of reach there, so let's just move out. Alright, so he's got me once. We've taken him out. So we're still quicker. Mind you, I don't have any necklaces or jewelry or anything like that. They do come a little bit later on into the game. But again, for some of those that have played the game for a little bit now, you know. If you know, you know, basically. Okay, alright, so this guy here, now he's got a little spear, so he's a little bit different to the others, which is fine. Alright, so let's just open up this and see what we get from it. Okay, let's eat that. We'll leave those behind. Alright, so let's just burn that flag. And we shall... Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he aggroed onto me. It's weird. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, so we've got a snitch. So he's gonna come after me, which is fine. Now I think with those snitches, they tend to alert the others as well. So you just got to be careful in how you approach those fellas. If you can take him out without them seeing you, then that's a win. Oop. Just got to be careful with that fella there. So with those AoEs for those shotguns there, at least that way you can run away from him, let them do his attack, and then that way you can go back and hit him. And you don't have to bother with any damage. Now with these guys up here, I think I might leave those guys there because I think we don't need to deal with them. Well, let's see if we can get this one Corsair. There we go. Alright, beautiful. And he's got a sledgehammer, which is great. Good for us. Okay, and we've got another Corsair here. Now he's just got a pistol. And we'll take him out quite easily. Alright, so let's burn this. Now, how many flags that we got to burn? I think we've got to burn a couple more. So 2 more, and then we're going to defeat the scout. Was it the scout? I believe it was. Oh, no, return to scout, Josh. My apologies. But we definitely got to defeat the smuggler. We'll get there. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Okay, alright, well we've got another thug over here. Now I think this is the last thug that we got to deal with. Okay, so he got me a good couple of times. There we go. So that's one part of the equation done, which is good. Alright, let's deal with this Corsair. Oops, switch over to that. Okay, and one more should do it. There we go. Alright, let's continue on. There we go. Okay, probably what I should have mentioned as well earlier into this video was make sure you take some of these torches with you, or craft some torches as a prerequisite, only because that mostly the missions that you need to do from the scout entails that you got to burn these flags, or I believe no, just flags in this one. There are other power camps out there that require you to burn other things, just to sort of give you guys a bit of an idea, but we're just focusing on this one. But let's see if we can take out this fella here. Oops. Okay, and he's going to come up to me, which gives me the opportunity to take him out. Oops. Alright, now that time I know I didn't crouch properly, but that's okay. Okay, and let's just take out this guy. And this. Okay, now he's going to come at me. Beautiful. Okay, now this is a snitch, so let's just take out this snitch. And one more should do it. Very good. Alright. We are getting closer to the end part of this, actually, which is good. Okay, so we're going to burn one more pirate flag, and then we got to do the final boss, basically. But as you can see, like I said, so long as you 1v1 most of these guys, you'll be able to clear this without an issue. I guess that's the key thing here. So any ranged weapons that you have in your possession, bring them along, because these are going to be the point of differences between you taking out these fellas in the pirate camp. Okay, and let's bring him out. Beautiful. And boom. Okay, cool. So I'm a little bit down on heals, so let's definitely try and heal ourselves up. Do that a couple of times over, so at least this way we should be replenished and good to go. Alright, so Mr. Corsair over here. There we go. Whoops. Okay, and beautiful. And try and use these little things as obstacles as well, because more chances than not they will get entangled in it, and it gives you a little bit more, it affords you a little bit more, breathing space. So yeah, let's demonstrate that one again. So let's just shoot him. Okay, so let's go through the obstacles. But this time he actually got me, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but see how you go, try your best. Alright, so that's the 5th flag that we've just burnt. So you don't need to go ahead and burn all the other flags. It's not necessary. You can if you want. It's entirely up to you, but... Oops. Alright, Mr. Bounty Hunter. Okay, now you should come at me. Beautiful. Gives me enough time to kill you. And then we are at the final part, guys. Now, I'm hoping I've got enough... what do you call it? Durability on all of my my axes here. See how we go. Well, we shall see how we go. Okay, so weapon head broken. Let's switch over to that. There we go. So far I managed to use one wheel lock pistol and a bow. So I reckon that's probably one of the cheapest ways that you can do to run this, or you can use to run this place. And you can basically take all the guys out. But if you want to do this for funsies, you can burn that up. And let's go ahead and take those with us. I haven't even used my copper saber sword yet. Okay, now let us see if we can bust open in here. There goes one. Okay, so nothing in here. Best way to do this is find yourself a window, because the window is going to be the cheapest thing to break down. And I'm actually being attacked, unfortunately. Alright, beautiful. Now, here's a smuggler dude. So let's see if we can take this fella out. Okay, let's get some breathing space here. You're actually a little bit quicker than me in shooting, which is interesting. And you're stabbing me now. That's alright, we should be fine. But what I probably would recommend that you guys do is that you guys... Oh, we've got some map pieces, let's take those. What I would recommend that you do is you pop your heals onto your secondary pocket there. So at least that way you'll be able to heal as you're attacking. So that'll be probably my best recommendation based on that. But to be perfectly honest with you guys, that is it. And it's only taken us all of, you know, probably just a bit over 10 minutes to effectively clear the most part of this zone and get all the good stuff, right? So as you can see, I only used one of the big copper axes, so you probably need 2 copper axes just to be on the safe side, or unless if you want to bring a stack of basic axes, then you can, and that will allow you to finish off this place and basically, yeah, take everything out. But if you guys want to, you can most definitely take all these fellas out if you choose to do so. That's entirely up to you guys. And we did get a couple of guys onto us, which is fine. So we can still take these guys out. And you can basically clear the zone here, as we're about to do here. Okay, so we've got this thug onto us. Okay, let's just move out real quickly. Oops. Nearly got me. And we can go up here. There's no bonus points in doing this, really. The only thing that you'd probably benefit out of this is any sort of other loot that you wanted to sort of obtain, you can. Okay, and he's going to come at me. And he is gone. Okay, very good. And, oop. Okay, so this Corsair. One more time. There we go. Cool, and I may as well just do a quick heal. We'll take those with us. I've got a stack of those, so I don't need to really worry about that. And as you can see, I didn't really use too much bandages, so it's a very cheap way in running this zone. Now, granted that you may not be able to obtain wheel-lock pistols, but depending on where you are and whereabouts are you in the game stage of the game itself. You might want to use the handheld pistols or the self-made pistols. So that'll be one that you could utilize, or you might be using some melee stuff. But based on everything that I've done and what I've shown you guys up until now, you should be able to at least get some copper ore, smelt them, make some ingots, and that allows you to make other bits and pieces. So I guess that's the only reason why I sort of went down this way and sort of did it the way I've done it, just to sort of give you guys a bit of an idea. But I'm sure there is a cheaper way of clearing this zone. But I feel like this is the most effective way of doing this without, utilizing too much of your own resources. So hopefully you guys got something out of this one here. So we're going to head out because I've pretty much cleared the zone. And after this, what I would recommend that you guys do, if you've cleared all this and you've taken out all the bandits, take all the resources off this zone. So what I mean by that is all bamboo stuff, all the berries, everything that you can take effectively, take it, because it's free stuff. It's free stuff for you. All right, so we've done that. That basically takes us through and clears out the zone. Now, I did mention at the beginning of the video there was a bonus zone that we haven't inhabited, so we'll get into that in a moment. But what you'll find is that this particular zone has a 7-day timer, which means that you can visit it, try and take out as many bandits as possible. If you don't get that far, if you leave, you're not going to lose your progress. It's not going to reset. So at least this way you can go back, you can retool, and then that way you can go back and do it again. But we are going to go over to the Dead Island, which is another level 20 zone. Now with this, what you probably want to do is, you may not even need any sort of guns or weapon of that sort of nature. You may as well get by with bows and a close melee weapon. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this zone as well, and see if we can try and get to one of the fellas over here. So we've got a young robber. Okay, let him come out and we'll take him out. Easy. And then this fella over here. Okay, same deal with the young pirate. There we go. And again, this is all free resources, boys and girls, so I would encourage to try and grab all of this stuff as much as you can. But what I will say with this is one of the zones here that they don't get reset often. So once you've cleared it, you've basically cleared it, right? So there are a few fellas out here that you probably want to sort of take out. So I'm going to go ahead and do those here. Bit of a one-shot action there. Okay, so we won't take that, but I will take all the heals, and this would be nice to get all these pine logs as well, which unfortunately I won't have enough axe power to obtain myself. But look, it is what it is. But it is a good zone for you guys to take out some weaker enemies, and you'll be able to pick up some pretty good resources actually. So I would definitely recommend and highly recommend that you guys do that. But that's it, guys. I think that's going to go ahead and do it. Nice and easy. But like I said, just to recap, doing the pirate zones do give you some pretty good resources. So take that for what you will. I will open up these chests in a moment, but I would just want to take out some of the last fellas of these zone. And as you can see, they're very basic, so you probably get away with utilizing wooden weapons, possibly wooden spears, things of that nature as well. So this is fairly OP on my point of view, just to sort of give you guys a bit of an idea. So it is a level 20 zone, which is quite tame in the grand scheme of things. But like I said, you're best off trying to clear this zone, I guess, you know what, fairly early on, to get some pretty good stuff, pretty good resources, which I'm not going to take all of it, but like I said, I just want to sort of emphasize that this is a nice, neat little zone for you guys to loot up. Alright, so we'll get the final one here, and I will leave those there because I don't need those resources. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought about it, any other bits and pieces that you want to throw at me. Definitely go ahead and do that. Any questions, I'll try and answer them in the comment section there. But for any guys that are more experienced and you want to lend your tips and tricks, drop them in the comments as well and help out the community. Alrighty guys, that's it for me. Take it easy, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.